So just probably like, the top 3 benefits of getting remote, probably the cost.
Dedication, transparency,
and
accountability,
and also just for me, it's like if I'm going to do this, then I'll be more prepared because you've got to have the systems in place.
Yeah.
So in order to do this, it's going to get you organised. It's going to get you prepared, and it's going to make you
think about it.
Think of systems and processes and how to get it done, and also the return on investment that you can say, okay, that
the opportunity
job,
that's there. Yeah.
That job costs me $1,000.
Yeah.
You can start to quantify what's getting done. With your normal staff, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, and I must say that you're not doing a cost-saving exercise by hiring remote staff contractors. You're doing a profit-gaining exercise because most customers who come to us are coming to us because they're growing, or they want to open up a bottleneck that they're experiencing, and that they just want to open it up a bit, and they want to increase their capacities without the price tag associated to it. So they hire for those 2 main reasons. Very few times do we get a phone call saying, I want to save on my costs. Well, it's not. At the end, when you hire a remote staff person, you will be earning more profit. That's the bottom line, because it's the fastest way that you could earn an extra 30, 50K profit a year when you get someone remotely working that you had locally do at 50, as an example. But if you have the person locally do at 50, if it's just one, then sometimes you are better off just keeping that person locally. Keep management local all the time. And when you start expanding, emulate remotely. Keep management local is the best tip I could say. I do have customers who completely have their whole service remote. They keep their front end all local staff, and their whole back end operations, from admin to operational stuff to customer support to any IT and everything else, is all done remotely.
That to me is exciting. That to me is exciting. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, because they once they've made it work, you're always doing that comparison. So for me, as an example, I still hire people locally, and when I hire them locally, I always compare them. There's pros and cons to both scenarios. So if I want to hire, say, a business developer remotely or locally, so locally there'll be the advantages of presence, of face to face, and the fact that somebody I could train faster to get up to speed into what I want them to do, and be able to kind of like I could get them kind of to a point where I get my customers feeling more comfortable with them and so on. These are some of my benefits. Disadvantages is that they're going to cost me like $5,000, $6,000 a month, whereas the remote guy is going to cost me $1,500 a month. So return on investment, if I could get this guy working, it's going to take me a little bit longer, but I could get him to a certain level. But he can't do face-to-face, but he can do phone very well. He could do follow-ups on emails very well, and he could spend the time, energy and effort at hunting leads and so on. I'm a little bit more relaxed because I'm not so much in a hurry to get my return, because the investment there is just $1,500. I don't have to panic compared to the local guy, at $6,000 a month. I kind of have to be on my toes to make sure this guy gets into action, that he starts really performing faster, and that he continually performs, because my investment in him and my return in him needs to be so much greater. Whereas my investment in him and my return that I need to get from him is so much more relaxed.